Let it rip, tater chip.
First thing he said on the podcast.
Already just have a whispery fourth mic element to the podcast.
For
3 seconds in, you just hear.
First thing he nearly said on the podcast was Stephen Colbert. And it's like, why are you even talking about it?
Nah, dude, welcome to the party. It's Show Ponies. I'm Lee Kimbrell. To my right.
I have no name.
God damn it. To my right is Wren Barnacle. You know him as the rigatoni pony, the Italian stallion, the man himself.
The farting mistress of midnight.
The farting mistress of midnight.
The
is
one
to my right. That's Randy B.
The one that dances with Dinkins.
Show ponies. Show pony.
Sure, Penny.
Show ponies. Saddle up, baby. We got Stephanie Beans, the aforementioned.
Stephanie Beans.
Stephanie Jessica Beans.
Stephanie Jennifer Beans. Go ahead, Jessica Beans.
What's up? I'm part of the program.
Yeah.
There was one listener last week who had some choice words for my presence on the podcast.
Stephanie Beans jumps right in, dude.
Yeah.
And maybe that's kind of what that person who voiced in had something to say. So let's put that on the back burner, like the beans you are.
That could very well be the case.
His beans were bubbling over.
I was about to say, nobody likes beans that are
He was getting damn bean juice on the stove. The bean man came bubbling over.
I'll tell you one thing. I cook naked a lot. He could have popped on me.
Yeah, one of his beans could have hit you.
One of your beans could have popped on me right there.
Dude, your
Steve.
beans came in too hot, Stephanie.
Well, dude, the thing is, Rand came last week and he was like, "Hey, you got to be a voice on the podcast."
Stephanie Beans. I would never say that to Stephanie Beans.
No, he did. He did say that. And so, I introduced myself, and this one guy listening, he was like,
"Stop it! We didn't introduce the other guy. Stop jumping right into your story."
Listen, I think
Stephanie Beans is hot.
The anonymous guy
the beans are hot.
The anonymous guy from our Instagram DMs has a point.
Yeah,
Stephanie Beans.
Stephanie
Bro,
Beans.
okay, whatever. Carter,
Carter.
Don't introduce him like that, dude.
Fucking Carter. Okay, here's Carter. Dude, I'm pissed, dude. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's Carter, dude.
Yeah, dude.
The new intern. Yeah.
Nobody brings the
guy who I asked come on board so I don't have to do as much work.
It's so
this
rude.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, dude, Carter.
Beans.
Stephanie Beans.
Dude, no one
Beans,
likes me.
dude.
I get it, man.
No,
I get it.
His beans are popping, dude.
No, everybody likes you, but you only give people a 10-second window to like you.
Yeah.
If you were slighted in the least,
Stephanie
if you were
Beans.
slighted in the least,
Yeah.
you went up at the open mic tonight, and one person got up from the front row and left, and you went up and opened up your set. I looked at him.
Stephanie Beans went nuclear?
Yeah, I looked at him.
Oh, right away.
At 9
right
seconds
away.
in,
Yeah.
I go, "Oh, okay. Well, he's got to climb out of a hole."
Dude, whatever, dude.
Dude, hot
No,
beans.
it's rules. It's a part of your personality that I love.
Yeah,
But
well,
I'm just
not
saying,
anonymous
DMer, I think one of his
Stop.
points.
No, we still got to introduce Carter.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, Stephanie Beans.
All right, whatever, Carter.
No, dude, don't.
No,
Give him
Carter.
a nice intro.
Carter, dude, thank you for being. You guys should be the one introing. I shouldn't
who's
even
Carter?
be talking right
Who
now.
is
I
this?
shouldn't
Who
even
is
be
this?
Oh,
talking.
yeah, Stephanie Beans.
Carter, thank you for joining us. This rising star in the comedic.
All right.
You're right.
That's
we
enough.
will
We'll
give
intro
the
him. Yeah.
introduction.
And on the fourth mic, Carter Dougherty, comedian.
Yeah, there he is.
Say a word.
Hi.
That's good, man.
There you go.
If you don't know anything about that guy, you know everything about that guy.
No,
Yeah.
dude, he's
One
he's a,
word.
he's a young student at local college. Tell us about local college.
No.
I live there.
Okay,
That's good.
Good.
And in case anybody is wondering, there is a chance that this young man is deployed to the Eastern Bloc.
Okay.
All right.
Not
I just
yet.
wanted to bring it up because I know you can't look at him, but based on his voice alone,
Yeah. Bad soldier. Cannon fodder. Is what they call those
legally allowed to shoot AR-15
guys. What they call
At a protester.
at a protest.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
that's-
cool.
Guy-
The fourth, fifth, and sixth words he said
Cool.
were fully
We're-
problematic.
Oh, yeah, good. Well, good. I'm glad you're in here, man. Well,
At
hey,
a protester.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Carter.
yeah, good thing.
I never got to
Well,
yet.
he came on
Or
step.
did it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thanks, man. He comes on the show and Stephanie Beans recommendation, and Stephanie Beans just recommended it a guy that comes in here and immediately talks about shooting a protest.
I thought you guys knew him. I thought you guys knew him.
We know him? Of course, we love him.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this guy.
I never seen his beans boil over like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy starts talking about protests.
It's kind of been a night of boiled beans.
Dude, everybody's beans are
Your
boiling.
beans are so hot because
My beans are soaking,
on,
dude. I'm good.
On me, we're recording this on a Monday, a little behind the scenes, little bit. If you look at your watch again, I'm gonna fucking break it. It's killing me. Sorry I'm late, dude. I ran an open mic. I haven't been there in 3 weeks.
Yeah, dude.
I show up there tonight. The list is thick. We're riffing. It's fun. The people that are funny, I'm giving them, you know what? Even trying to speed the mic along, I'm giving the people that are funny 35 extra seconds.
Yeah.
And got a little caught up. We had some problems at the open mic. It's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta, discuss the scene.
You're explaining all the reasons why you were adding gas to my already inflamed beans.
Yeah, your beans are already so hot and inflamed. Your beans need a prescription. You got medically induced.
I've got medically
inflamed
hot beans. Stephanie Beans, go ahead and tell us the story you were so fucking dying to say.
And we do love you, Beans.
Dude.
Stephanie Beans, I love you.
Beans are a part of any healthy diet.
I appreciate that.
British
And,
people eat
and
in
you
the
know
morning,
what? We
Stephanie.
love Carter. And I'm sorry that I didn't give the right sanctimony to the introduction
That's
of
nice.
a very nice addition to the team. He's nice.
Yeah.
Can we say that that's a nice thing for the beans to say?
I didn't like you use sanctum.
Those are some seasoned beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool
Well,
beans.
That's pretty good.
Whatever.
Those
You're
are
being-
rich beans.
But
You're
you know,
baked beans right now.
Cool
the
beans.
reason I'm so
There it
pissed the fuck
Why are you
off.
so hot? What was the critique on you?
Well, dude, it was basically
Who talks shit to you, Bean man?
yeah.
I'm not gonna say the names, but he takes some great nature photography. So that's a compliment. So I
Steve
should
Irwin.
Yeah, it could be him. But
Thad Thucker. What's his name?
Thad Thucker.
What's his name from the zoo? Thane Maynard.
Thane Maynard.
Yeah, was it Thane Maynard?
no.
Shut up, dude.
Sorry, it's
No, it's just this
season.
this
No,
guy
it's a
who
winter.
he wished
Dead
the
winter.
best for the podcast, but apparently when he told you that, when I talk on the podcast, he told this to you because
Me?
you relayed it to me.
Me?
Yeah,
Who was it?
No, he didn't.
maybe he didn't. But basically, what he said is,
Stephanie Beans
If-
is out to lunch.
if you talk on the podcast, make sure that it sounds clear. But
To you?
Yeah, he wanted to be clear that he didn't want me to actually be a presence on the show. It's just if I had something to say, like Jamie moment, come
Who's
in
Jamie?
from Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever seen that.
He's from Columbus, Ohio.
Stephanie Beans.
Jamie.
Oh, Stephanie Beans is from Chicago.
No.
So some guy said he didn't, but he didn't say he didn't want you to be
No,
on the show.
he implied it. He was like, I don't want you to be in this show.
No, that feels like a projection of what
Yeah,
you
Stephanie
didn't
Beans
want.
is really
Yeah, I mean, I could pull up the messages
I don't want to do that.
on the big screen.
Okay, yeah.
No, that might
yeah.
be in poor taste. And then you'll see whose DMs I'm
Okay,
sliding
yeah.
in. So we don't need to look at that. Let's direct the spotlight to you guys because I feel like people hate you way less than I think people hate me.
Yeah, nobody hates you, and some people hate us, and some people. Do you think there are people that watch this podcast or listen to this podcast that only do that because they don't like us? Is that just me being insecure and
I don't know. I would-
projecting?
Maybe I don't know. I wouldn't think
If
people
it
listen
is,
to this podcast just to be like, fuck these two. That's crazy.
and okay,
I don't think I'm like.
isn't that ironically like a narcissistic thing to think?
Yeah, I don't think that.
Like, yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
It was just a
I'm a
thing that
narcissist.
crossed my mind because Steven walks around every day in his life thinking that everyone hates him. And it's not true, man. People love you. Especially once this podcast takes off.
Oh my
People
god.
are gonna fucking love you, man. Don't
Hell
worry.
yeah.
I know Kanye jilted you. But
Well,
well,
he
we
was
love you.
nice.
But
Well, I kind of agree with the guy that DM'd.
who thinks that Beans should either assert himself or say nothing at all? Because now he has a microphone with like a little pop screen and everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we
you-
bought him that for his
You agree
birthday.
with it? Who DM'd? Was it you?
No.
Yeah. We look at the DMs and it's from @Wren Barnacle.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't me on my secret account.
I don't know. I'm
Fuck
pleased.
Stephanie Beans.
I'm pleased.
At fuck Stephanie Beans.
Yeah, the bean man.
I hate beans.
I love beans.
Yeah, man. I don't know why somebody would say that to you. And I'm sorry. It hurt you so bad that you're just staring at your phone right now.
Well, if you
Dude,
did,
I'm
if you
tuning out, dude.
didn't
I'm
like
done.
the addition of Stephanie Beans, then welcome to the show with adding Carter Dougherty.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
know.
Yeah, if you didn't like that, we got another loudmouth on. He hasn't really said much at all.
Yeah, no. He doesn't need to.
See here,
He's gonna
this
chime
is
in
the
at the right time.
exchange. Here, this is the exchange. Here, read it aloud.
that when I saw the name,
Dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, you can read it. Dude, I mean, it's ruthless. It's ruthless.
That's not ruthless.
You know what's ruthless is that he sent it at 5:58 in the morning.
Dude,
going to
it's
work.
the first thing in the morning. He's
Damn,
listening to
CW.
CW. You
That's
know this
W,
guy?
boy.
oh, you don't.
This is a man that's almost been killed by stand-up comedy 2 times within 18
Wow.
calendar months.
Yeah, he fucking rules,
Yeah,
dude.
no, he's a
Okay,
legend.
that
Of course, I
guy's
agree
awesome.
with him.
Yeah, he's
What's-
okay.
what's
And
about-
also,
Oh my
that
God.
isn't bad. He wasn't doing anything.
He was saying "zip my lips."
No, he wasn't. He's
I
saying
need to read it again. I may have not read it. the
you
first
read
time.
it wrong. He's saying if you talk, he wants to hear you
Yeah, dude.
on the podcast. He wants to hear your interjections.
The story of that guy.
Oh, dude, there's that that guy fucking rules.
He's the man.
Okay,
I
I
know
like
you
him.
know
Yeah.
this, but the story of that dude is 4 fucking years ago. Jesus, 5 years ago. I was up here. I was living in Cincinnati. I was driving for Uber full time, and I picked up this dude who was going on a date with a lady, and he was just a nice guy, easy to talk to. And I had a show at Mac's Pizza Pub in Covington, in the upstairs room, and I had flyers for it. And I this guy was cool. I gave him a flyer. I was like, "Hey, man, I know this might be weird, but
Do you want to have sex?
do you want to fuck me after my comedy show next Saturday at 8:00?" Pitched my show to a fucking random Uber guy, and he came to the show
Yeah.
and pretty much hasn't missed a show since then. He's our boy, CW. We're not gonna say your name because you're a high-powered executive.
Yeah.
Hey, and
You make millions and millions of dollars a year.
If I could
Really?
just
C-dubs?
apologize
Yeah.
to C-dubs.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Apologize.
I apologize, C-dubs.
Thank you, Stephanie Beans. Turn the heat down.
That's why you're a big man.
Dude, I know when I am wrong, and it's right now. Right now.
Come on, man. Let's
You're a
Much
big
love.
Not after what
Much
you
love.
did. Stephanie Beans, good for you. And everybody genuinely does like you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I just got caught up in, sometimes you get negative self-talk or even negative talk just from other people, close ones, loved ones.
Yeah, you either have
You saying
zero
your family
self-esteem at all or completely delusional self-confidence. And that's
Bingo.
what it
Let's
takes.
go.
That's where we all live, baby.
It's a in between. It's
That's the
yin
show
and the
pony
yang.
promise.
Mm-hmm.
Is that me and Wren are the 2 most famous people you've ever seen who are also nothing. We're both at the same time.
I don't know that that tracks with me.
Yeah.
You don't think that in order for us to do what we need to do, we need to toe the line between hating ourselves and thinking that we are like the greatest thing that's ever lived?
No.
It's right in the middle.
No.
Wren, you've gotten up on stage 5 times a week for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
not
crazy person thing to do.
No, that's not because I think I'm fucking cool for doing it. It's because I like doing it. It's like my favorite thing to do.
But
I'm not doing it to be like, I'm cool.
oh, I know that.
Yeah.
No, it's not a conscious thing. But the
Oh.
fact that doing that is your favorite thing to do. You started doing stand-up and you were like, oh, this is the thing that I was meant to do. That means that like there are some screws loose where we are, dude, we're towing the line, man. It's an impossible task.
Lee, you described
projecting,
doing stand-up comedy as a pipe dream. You said like a few episodes. I don't know if it was a Patreon or a regular episode, but you said like you're like 6 years into this comedy pipe dream. Does it feel real?
Whoa, Beans! Beans!
No,
just fucking
good question.
Was like, Beans, your tone of voice just touched his heartstring.
Yeah.
That's all energy come out of you.
No, I guess are you kind of not in that spot right now?
What?
And not to be, I guess it's called show ponies because we go out and do shows and that's what we do. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're being fucking douchebags by talking about this. If you're listening, you want to hear about this kind of shit. But like, maybe I am projecting, but like, to Bean's point,
Yeah.
hasn't it kind of been weird lately where you've kind of have to check yourself and been like, it's not a pipe dream, it's not crazy, it's not what I was talking about earlier where I'm completely delusional. You know, and again, not, you know, knock on wood or whatever, but like, isn't that kind of a geek out?
Yeah, I just don't think.
I
Of
mean,
it
you're on the road
terms.
half the year.
Yeah, but I don't think of it in that terms ever. I literally don't think about it like that. I've never had the thought of being like, I try to be pretty realistic about it. That might just be the way my brain works anyways.
Yeah, but if
know
you
what I
were
mean?
being realistic about it,
I'm
and
fucking
being-
nobody and I just put a lot of miles on my car to go nowhere.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get that too.
Yeah,
and I have that.
That's the area I stay in.
I have
but
that.
I don't hate that.
Yeah,
You
no,
know.
but not all the time, because sometimes you catch yourself in the back of Laugh Boston, and you just ripped 2 shows on Friday, and you just ripped Saturday early, and you're in between Saturday early and Saturday late, and
Yeah.
you do have a thought. You catch yourself in a green room mirror, and you have a thought where you go, "Okay, well, I guess I'm kind of doing this." I'm not talking in some like
I always
crying the
think
whole long away,
Oh,
but I'm
yeah,
saying
no,
like
I know,
you
I
got to
know.
give yourself some credit because you're not doing what you were
I give
doing
myself
3
credit.
years ago.
Well, yeah, of course not, because you eventually just get like better. But I give myself credit in the way by set. It's really moment to moment. Like if I had a really good set, I'll be fired up in the back of at the green room or something, and I'll be more jazzed and like talkative. But I don't think I just like I'm the shit for that. I think
know
I
what?
was like, damn, I'm psyched.
You know what's one thing I've noticed about
Maybe I should be more like what you're saying. Though.
no,
don't
and
know.
I
Maybe
try to
should
be
have a
I
little
try
bit.
to be like I try to be like what I'm saying. I don't practice what I preach all the time. But one thing that I was gonna say, more to your point, as far as like being in the moment and going through, and it's like again, sometimes I get caught up and I cry on the way home because I'm like, I can't believe this is happening.
Sure.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
But to your point of just this is a job and we're doing the job and it's good we're advancing in
Yeah.
the job or whatever. Like, do you find yourself you were talking about living in the moment. Do you find yourself enjoying good sets for a shorter amount of time?
No.
No. You will relish in the Hot Boys?
I'm for like the night. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's show to show.
That's what
I gotta come down and
No,
then-
but if 5 years ago, if you fucking smoked at the contest and ripped for 5,
Oh, would that sit with me for like a week?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
But now if you
Because that's
go
like
out
a,
in the
that's
middle,
a new feeling. Like the first time you go up as like a comic that like you're actually you know a lot of young comics have this shit where they're like they have the acumen, like they know what's funny. They have a good sense of humor. They write like okay jokes. They just can't like deliver the shit the way they see it and the way they like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that all takes reps and da 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 da. So yeah, of course, when I first like was going up and learning that I could like do a joke and then say the thing and maybe change my cadence and get a laugh. Yeah, do you relish in them shits for like a week or 2 weeks?
and now it's a little
Yeah.
different, just because I know that both of us, even though we're doing plenty of work, sometimes you just go through a little funkadelic.
Oh yeah,
We're talking about
not
it with
having
friend
fun
of
on
the pod
stage.
block. Block Hammond.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you're just there.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, it'll be like a month where I'm like, dude, I haven't like had fun doing stand up. Like I'm not like having fun at all. Just going up and being like, I mean, everybody goes through those.
Well, this is good comedy talk, but just for the sake of some silliness, can you recollect sometime in the last couple weeks where some shit did go down at the show that made you chuckle? You were just in Chicago.
Yeah.
How was the? Oh, dude, Beans.
Yeah.
The Bean Man did a set.
Stephanie James
Rand,
Beans.
you're the fucking man, dude.
Stephanie
Dude, I,
James.
So
I
Rand just
appreciate it, Rand.
headlined
Appreciate
The
it,
Lincoln
Rand.
Lodge in Chicago.
Yeah.
Last Saturday,
Yeah.
and the Beanstalk himself,
Yes. Jessica Beans.
Jessica the Beanstalk,
Stephanie Beans. Yeah.
Stephanie Beans.
Stephanie Beans herself was up there, and you did a good job, Stephanie Beans.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
The Chicagoland man himself returns home and does well.
Remember that crazy wind?
Dude, Windy City, baby.
Now, remember
So
the wind
windy.
that came down the street right
Oh,
as I was
yeah.
like coming inside?
When it was like
It looked like a
hailing
damn
and shit.
tornado.
Oh, really? Did you almost
Yeah.
got
I
caught up?
almost got taken by the big windy.
Could you imagine if you got Windy City in Chicago?
Well, Spencer stayed out there. I mean, I let him get beat by the wind a little bit.
he can handle
gotta
it.
be
He's a
down,
young
yeah.
Got to
man.
get some of the stink off of him.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, but yeah, I almost was beaten by wind.
Was the set was fun though?
It was it was fun. It was all right. I mean, I didn't like. I try not to like generalize a crowd, you know, like this city crowd, this is tourist crowd, these are hillbillies. You know, I try not to do that because everybody's their own person or whatever. But
Every crowd is fully different.
but I was like having a good time, and it was really fucking steaming hot in the room,
It got hot.
like temperature wise.
but classic.
Oh, like
I mean,
actually
yeah,
hot.
yeah. And
Not what you want.
No, and people were legitimately pretty drunk because it was like 65 that day in Chicago.
it was
So
warm.
people were like
Outside
getting
drinking
hammered
all
all
day.
day.
Yeah.
And
I
I contended with that. But I mean, I had a good set. I had fun. It was a good time.
Yeah,
Like-
it was hot. Like as far as your set goes, and then it was hot in the room, like up until the 25-minute mark, and then like I don't know, something happened.
and I did 55.
Yeah, dude. I think
course you did.
my friends from high
Yeah.
school were weirding you out, dude. The
They
guy,
were on mushrooms.
yeah, dude. The
Oh,
guy,
dude, that
the
was a
guy
good
that
riff,
fucking-
man.
Yeah,
I hit a guy with a
A
good.
bunch of bean heads were out in the
Yeah, there's a bunch of Stephanie
Yeah,
Beans out there.
well, there were some of those. I brought out some people.
Attaboy.
Your boy doesn't not have draw, but
Yeah.
I don't in most places.
Yeah, your boy doesn't not have draw, but he also I don't have a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not yet.
I don't
Show
have a
pony.
draw.
Subscribe,
Well,
like,
but
and
dude,
share.
Carter pulled something up on the script. What were you going to say, Stephanie Beans?
Yeah, in Chicago, I could get like everyone I know if I wanted to, but I just like post it on my story, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I could get 1 billion people in Chicago.
This is
A billion, dude.
This
I
is
get 1/7 of the world population in one single city.
this is
To do
You
a
get it, man.
7-minute guest spot.
you got 11 people.
It was
in
8.
Chicago.
It was
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Okay. Thanks, man.
8
Um,
minute for 11 people, dude. That's strong work, Beanhead.
Yeah. Carter's first pull up on the on Google.
Ira Glass.
Carter, read it.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah, we'll set up why you
As
you
much
pulled
as-
it
as
up,
much as
yeah,
you
I mean,
can,
pulled it
yeah.
up.
Well, I brought it up. It's the same thing you were saying about beginners, about how it's a famous Ira Glass quote about how like it's really hard in the beginning because you know what looks good, but you can't ever quite do it. It's like
Me and Ira Glass, dude.
yeah, you said like the same
Yeah.
exact thing. I was like, wow, this is the
Well,
same.
read what he said.
This is pretty much NPR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
More
like.
or
NPR
less.
with cussing.
Yeah.
That was a pretty smart thing you said. So I was like, that's the same
Well,
thing, this guy.
read
Okay.
the entire
Yeah, read it, bro.
statement.
Read
Shucks.
it for the listener.
Don't read the whole
Yeah.
goddamn
No, read
paragraph.
it. Just read the thing.
It's long.
It's
Dude.
not that long. Just fucking read it, man.
Well, thanks, Beans.
Here, nah, it's coming back. I don't like how that's just
If you
my
don't start calling
thing.
Stephen Beans,
Oh man,
this
it's
podcast is a success.
I am. That's true.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
no.
just start saying it.
Until he
people do it.
changes
Yeah.
his Instagram handle to Stephanie Beans.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
My masculine vibrato would never allow such a
No,
thing.
dude. The most masculine thing is to be like, "Hello, my name
I'm
is
Stephanie Beans.
For real, you just gotta own it, dude. I'm wearing my grandma's quilt jacket right now.
Well, dude, then my dad won't own me. Okay, so
That's not the same thing. You're just trying to find a shorter
Yeah,
one. Dude, read the Ira Glass one to me and Lee. Story time.
Carter's looking for the one
Dude,
with pictures.
no, do story time.
Yeah.
Do story time for me and Lee. This is the way we'll
Alright.
close this episode.
Nobody tells this to people who are beginners.
Do the long one.
Oh fuck.
do
Me and
it,
Lee
bro.
want a story.
Yeah, lay it on us, Carter.
And do it in your voice and we won't interrupt you.
Lay it on
Maybe.
us.
Maybe we won't interrupt you.
All right.
We're going.
Nobody tells this to people who are beginners. I wish someone had told me. All of us who do creative work, we get into it because we have good taste.
Mhm.
But there is this gap. For the first couple of years, you make stuff that is not that good. It's trying to be good. It has potential, but it's not. But your taste, the thing that got you into the game, is still killer. And your taste is why your work disappoints you. A lot of people never get past this phase. They quit. Most people I know do interesting creative work with
Don't laugh.
Keep on going, dude.
Come on, dude.
We
Dude.
know our work doesn't have this special thing that we want it to have. We all go through this. And if you are just starting out or you're still in this phase, you got to know that it's normal. And the most important thing you could do is do a lot of work. Put yourself on a deadline so that every week you finish one piece.
Goddamn right.
It's only
You got it, dude.
Stop.
by going through a
laughing.
volume of work that you will close that gap.
Dude, he's
and
about to
your
cry.
work will be as good as your ambitions. And I took longer to figure out how to do this than anyone I've ever met. It's gonna take a while. It's normal to take a while. You just gotta fight your way through. Ira Glass.
Hell yeah,
That was
dude. That was beautiful.
Isn't
And that was exactly what I said at the top of the episode.
Spot
Dude,
on.
the way he read that, I didn't retain one fucking word.
It was more boring than Ira Glass.
Yeah, that was good, man.
I'm really bad at reading.
No, that was, you were good.
Clip it.
That's funny, man. That's funny.
That's our nation's finest,
Will
baby.
you,
Love you, Cardi.
Yeah, that's Carter Dougherty. For Stephanie Beans and Lee Kimbrell, I'm Rand Barnaclough. Thank you for listening to Show Ponies. Get on the Patreon.
Saddle up.
Whoa, get on the Patreon.
Saddle it up.
Yeah. Get on the Patreon and tell somebody.
You love them.
What, dude?
I don't know. Right though? $3.
$3, dude.
It's less than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and it's
Do it and forget about it.
It's literally less than everything.
Yeah.
It's less than a gallon of gas.
Yeah, nothing is $3.
So while you're walking, because you can't afford your gas, you
listen
can
to the
this episode
Patreon.
for
That's good. That's
$3.
good.
Yeah.
$3. Just listen.
Mhm.
We're gonna keep doing this, and you can listen to it.
Well, we'll see.
Nay.